Ellis. Everybody in town has met a man named Ellis yet. No, two people can agree on what he looks like. Some swear he's an elderly gent in moth-eaten slacks. Others describe a skateboard-toting 20-something. Nobody owns a photo. Nobody can prove he exists. And until last month, I thought the rumor was nothing more than barstool folklore. One foggy Tuesday I mentioned I was off to return a library book. The first contradiction, who's Ellis? The librarian's an older woman, Laura. The red badge on her chest read Laura. She'd been the sole librarian longer than I'd been alive. I left rattled, certain I had talked to a mild-mannered 40-something Ellis only 3 days before. While I was grocery shopping, a cheerful stranger knocked on our door, introduced himself as the neighbor 2 houses left, and offered a homemade cake. Jordan, assuming this was my elusive librarian, later described him as mid-20s, tall, with a toothy grin. We spoke to her together. Remember, my husband Jordan and I moved here only 8 weeks ago. Tell Ellis I owe him a late fee, I joked over breakfast. Jordan frowned. All 172 residents gathered before the weather-beaten town hall. A retired math teacher, clipboard in hand, became our new. He insisted I was. We shrugged it off small-town quirksand. He hurried to work. Yet every sighting conflicted. Grey-beard versus clean-shaven, limp versus athletic stride, booming laugh versus timid voice. Count every soul, prove who belonged and expose who didn't. And once Ellis was discussed out loud, he vanished, leaving only the eerie sensation of being watched. But when I reached the library, an elderly woman in a flowery blouse greeted me from behind the desk. The neighbor who wasn't there that evening Jordan met Ellis toward, so he thought. The house 2 doors down, however, has been empty since its owners died last year. Town-wide unease. Everyone, it seemed, had spoken to an Ellis at the diner, the post office, the gas station. In that breathless gap, we felt it. Something sliding between us, unseen but undeniable, brushing our shoulders like icy silk. Fear thickened until a single plan emerged. Hold a census. The count from the static, a calm, almost apologetic voice emerged. Fear clamped over the crowd. Conversation dissolved into frantic whispers. Saturday dawned, cold and overcast. Don't look for me, I'll look for you. Call your number loud and clear, she instructed. No trading places, no leaving lines. The library's nametag now reads Ellis, pinned to a flowery blouse. Laura swears it has always read that way. The count snaked through the crowd. 1, 2, 3. If they insist you're mistaken, do yourself a favor. Jordan and I were the last 2, 171 and 172, 1-100-60-9. Heartbeat thundered in my ears. 171, Jordan said. The clipboard tapped. A pause. I exhaled and answered. Silence. The teacher's brow creased. 1-100-70-3. No one moved. A shiver rippled down the line. She repeated the number, louder. Someone behind us coughed, startled yet. Nobody stepped forward. Aftermath, the teacher scratched out the extra tally, but the damage was done. That night, radios flicked on by themselves, tuning to dead air. I'm still here. Jordan and I lay awake, certain another set of eyes lingered just beyond the doorway. Days have passed. Curtains stay drawn. Children are walked to school in tight grips. Sometimes a reflection in a shop window, tall, short, young, old mimics my movements half a beat too late. If you ever visit our town and someone introduces himself as Ellis, snap a photo, show it to the next person you meet. Leave before the census counts again.